Students, welcome to your social science class. Already we have started your geography chapter number 2, that is about your physical or relief feature of India. Already we have learned what is the meaning of that word. Then also I explained to you about the theory of plate tectonics and why different kind of landforms are present on the earth's surface. What is the reason behind it? And in our previous class we have discussed about the Himalaya mountain. There we have learned how Himalaya mountains were formed. Next also I told you divisions and the usefulness of Himalaya mountain. Now today we are going to learn about the northern plain of India. And when I explained to you about the Himalaya mountain, that time I told you this topic also was included there, that northern plain mainly be formed due to the deposition by the Himalayan river system. And in our India, the three major Himalayan rivers are here of Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus. By these three rivers only, by the deposition by these three rivers only the northern plain is formed. So that whenever you will write about the formation of northern plain, that time you have to write, or that time you have to learn that northern plain has been formed by the interplay of the three major river systems, namely the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra, along with their tributaries. What is the meaning of the word tributaries? When the mainstream mainly flows and another rivers come and join with that mainstream, that is known as the tributaries. Fine. So that Indian northern plain formed due to the interplay or by the deposition of three major river system, that is of Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus river system. Now whenever you will write a short note, or if that kind of question will come in your paper, what do you know about the northern plain? That time you have to write the northern plain of India is formed by three river systems, the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra, along with their tributaries. This plain is composed of alluvial soil which has been deposited over millions of years, and the total area of the northern plain is about 7 lakh square kilometer. It is about 2400 kilometer long and about 240 to 320 kilometer broad. If you see this one map, easily you can understand this is the area that mainly covered by the northern plain. Here mainly northern plain mainly formed due to the deposition of Himalayan river system. Here Himalayan rivers, they deposited alluvial soil. You know very well that alluvial soil mainly be favorable for growing any kind of crop there. That's why it is too much it has great economic importance, because here we can able to, though India is an agricultural country and in this soil farmers can grow any kind of crop. That's why northern plain is too much important for the farmers, and also all kind of economic activities also we can able to do on this plain. Fine. Next one, you have to learn about the division of northern plain. Northern plain is divided into three sections. First one, the Punjab plain, the Ganga plain and the Brahmaputra plain. So that by this name easily you can be understand that all plain named only after the name of the river, because Punjab plain mainly be formed due to the deposition by the river Indus and its tributaries. You know Indus has 5 tributaries there. First of all Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Vyas and Satluj. These are the 5 main tributaries, and out of them the major portion of the plains, mainly Punjab plains, most of the part is it is in Pakistan. And another also with Doab. Another name of Punjab also with Doabs. Why? What is the meaning of the word Doab? Doab is the when two rivers they form any plain area, that is known as the doabs. Next one, Ganga plain. Most of the plain area mainly formed by the Ganga river, because the flows of Ganga river totally be present inside in our country. Here this plain mainly extend between the Ghagar and the Tista river. Fine. Northern plain mainly we covered the states of Haryana, Delhi, UP, Bihar and part of the Jharkhand and West Bengal. These are the part of Ganga plain. You know, in West Bengal that Ganga and Brahmaputra river form world's largest delta only. Next one, Brahmaputra plain. This plain forms the eastern part of the northern plain. Mainly Assam plain mainly formed by the river Brahmaputra here. Fine. This is the picture of northern plain. Different part. You can see here is the Punjab plain. Next one, Assam plain. And next one is of the Brahmaputra river by, that is of Ganga plain. Next one, whenever you will write about the features, the northern plain is one of the largest and most fertile plain of India. It is one of the world's most intensively farmed areas. Means just now I told you, though northern plain is totally covered by the alluvial soil, so that it is totally fertile land, and we can easily able to grow any kind of crop, so that it also has some economic importance. Next one, they are located between the Himalayan rivers in the north and the peninsular plateau in the south. If you observe, if you see this image, if you see this map, easily you can be understand that northern plain, in the northern part it is bounded by the Himalaya mountain, and the lower part it is bounded by the plateau. So that in the northern part Himalaya mountain is located there, and in the southern part it is bounded by the peninsular plateau. It is the middle central part of India. It spreads over an area of 7 lakh square kilometer, and the plain being about 2,400 kilometer long and 240 to 320 kilometer broad. This is the area mainly covered. Next one, another division also be there of the northern plain, that bases on the deposition of alluvial soil, that already you have learnt when you learn about the Himalaya mountain, that is of Bhabar, Terai. Next one, Khadar, and last one is of Bangar. You can see this image. By this easily you can be understand that here is the Himalaya mountain. Here all rivers, that mainly the three major rivers, they originated from Himalaya mountain, and afterwards they form these four kinds of land here, and on the basis of the alluvial soil, this name are only on the basis of the deposition and the fertility of the soil only be there. And next one, that you have to learn why it is thickly populated. It is thickly populated because just now one point already you have learned, due to the fertility of the soil we can able to grow any kind of crop. Another one, adequate water supply and favorable climate. You know that in plain area we have moderate temperate type of climate, not too much hot, not too much cold condition here, so that easily we can be survive. And due to so many rivers are originated and flows through the plain area, so that we can easily get huge amount of water. And next one, due to its flat surface, easily we can move from one place to another place. We can easily be communicate to each other, and transportation system also be easier here. Fine.